Does anyone watch, has anyone watched the show Seinfeld?
No.
Here and there, just a little bit.
So
My dad
there was,
loves it. So
yeah. So there was a character in Seinfeld named Newman that like Jerry Seinfeld and Newman hated each other. SEI. Do like me, so we can make that like the theme if we want. When you control the mail, you control information. Let's see, copy image. So Newman's his neighbor who's a mailman, and it was kind of a dumb thing, but it's something to talk about. I don't know. So Jerry Seinfeld, who's my least favorite character on the show, was always upset with Newman, so we can do something. What I'm getting at is like we can have some sort of theme. So Newman projections. I usually like to have my titles go all the way across and then I hit that and then they, yeah, then it's centered. All right, something like that. I'm just gonna do this quick and dirty. I can make it look prettier, of course, but, oh, and then also when you put anything in Google Slides, if you double click, it allows you to quickly crop it, which is nice. So if I want to double click on that, move it in a little bit. So Newman projections, what are they? I just did a Command D, I duplicated that to get a new line here. I'll select all and then I'll give a little description like Newman projections are a method of looking down bonds. The title was bold and red. I can make this black and not bold the text if I want, you know, whatever. And then I duplicate that again. I got another one so I can say, as you look down bonds of Newman projections, you can make predictions about the energy of different conformations. All right. I'm going to change it. I like it to be one sentence. Newman projections allow you to make easily make predictions about the energy of different conformations. All right, so now let's do an example. I got a chat over here. Good. All right, so I'll go back. I'll use the Marvin.js since that's what you'll be using. And I'll start with a simple one, butane. So see how I dragged out 4 carbons using that carbon chain thing. And then I'll snip it out. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll just start that way too. You know what? Yeah, I should, I don't know. I want to use my Marvin sketch. I think it looks better, but I'll use this one. That's okay. Okay, so I got that molecule, and then I'm going to look down a particular bond. I'm going to look down this middle bond. So see how I go up here where it shows a line, but you could choose arrows, and then I can draw an arrow. I'm going to look down this bond, say, look that way, and then I can move this. Oh, and then something that's nice is when I do Control Command, I think Control Shift plus, no. I can, oh yeah, Control Command, Option Command on a Mac, so Aliana. Option Command and plus or minus brings you in or out. So it's a lot of times you want to go in to get a little better look at it. And on PC, I'm not sure. Maybe you'll figure it out though. You can Google it too. Let's say we're looking down this arrow And then I can go, it's right now it's at a 0.1, it's pretty thin. If I want it thicker, I can do that. So that's what we're looking down that arrow, down that bond, right? And I can change the length of this. And then I'll draw like an eyeball to show that like my eye is looking that way. Actually, I should draw the profile of the person. Let's do drawing of a person profile. These look pretty good. Oh, I should make it Newman from Seinfeld. Let's see if we can get him. It's funny, it's hard to find profiles of people often. Let's do profile. Do you know what I mean? Like him looking sideways.
Yeah, the stars are more.
This would be good, maybe. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do, I just want his head. So I'll do my little snippet on this too. I can snip out his face real quick and easy. Let's see if this works out. Yeah, I'll zoom back out a little bit. So there's Newman. I'm gonna double click and kind of crop around him. Actually, I can, another thing too, when I'm cropping, see up here in the middle, I can make a different shape. So I can go like circle. Yeah, that probably looks a little better, huh? What do you think? Looks pretty good. Problem is he's looking the wrong way. But if I right click him and I go format options, I can size and rotate. I can hit this flip. Boom, now he's looking kind of the right way, right? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Undo. I'll click him and then up top, see it's got the little dot. I can grab that and twist him a little bit so he's like Newman's looking down the bond. You know, shrink him. Yeah, there he is. He's looking down the bond. Oh, and then right now, you see how Newman's like on top of everything? I think I want him behind. So I'm going to go to arrange, order, send to back. Now he's, oh, but I want him in front of this. So arrange, order, send it back. Now it looks better, huh? There we go. So Newman's looking down that bond. How's everyone doing so far? Are you following along? Is it going okay?
Yeah, good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I'm gonna redraw this, but I'm gonna draw it with the wedged and dashed hydrogens that are on those central carbons. So let me figure out how to do that. I think if I click, yeah. See how this is like, I've been using this tool to draw out like multiple bonds. Oh, I don't know why that goes. But if I click on the little tiny arrow right here, do you see that, what I just clicked? I can get wedge and dash. Instead of being just a straight single bond, I can make it a wedge. So I'm gonna make a wedge here, and I'm also gonna make a wedge here. And then I'll, oh, it got a little longer than I wanted. A wedge here. I guess they're both that length. And then I'll come back and I'll change it to dash. So I can make a dash and a dash. There we go. And then I want these to be hydrogens. So I'm gonna go hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Actually, I probably change those. I'm gonna make them colored in the other panel. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna take those off. I'm gonna make them carbon again. If I make them carbon again, they'll basically go away, right? Okay, so then I'm gonna snip this out and I'll bring it into our Google slide. I'm gonna put it over here and I'm gonna add color to the hydrogen. So what I like to do too, let me show you something. I'm gonna add a few more panels. I'm gonna have this down below. This is gonna be like my scratch work area. So I'm gonna add a text box I just clicked on, and I'll add a hydrogen, and then I'll make it bold and a color. Let's say we'll go red. So I'll make that one red. And I'm gonna increase the font. It looks a little too small to me. And I'll make this one red. I'll make the two wedged ones red. And then I'll make one over here, but I'll make this one say green. I'll go blue. And then I'll copy that, put it here. Okay, I think I'm gonna treat, this right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. I'm gonna clip it out again, so it's just a single thing. It'll make it easier to animate. So now I have just this single thing right here, which I can cut again and bring over here. And then here we go. So I'm gonna have this replace the original drawing, but I need to send it. Let's do this. I'm kind of discovering how I want to do this as we go. I'm going to do another one of these, add it here. Arrange, order, bring to front. If I cut this out, this arrow, and then paste it back, it'll bring it to front. That's another quick way to bring something to the front. Okay. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna say, I'm viewing this butane from carbon 2 to carbon 3. Or I'll call it carbon 3 to 2 since I can number it right to left. 2. So you can see these take a little while. They take a long time. But as you're doing them, it's slowing you down and really making you think about the subject. So when you're done making your Google slide animation of this, where is my text box? Yeah. When you're done making your Google slide animation, you will really know how to do Newmans. So you're like, for the exam, you should do really well on this topic. All right. So it seems like sometimes objects get connected. It's annoying. You can't move it the way you want. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, now I can move it back where I want it. All right, there we go. Okay, so when we're gonna view down that line. So here comes Newman. Newman. And then I gotta add numbers too, huh? 1. Make it bold and smaller. I'll go 10. Let's make the numbers say purple. Okay, let's call this carbon 1. Here I'm gonna zoom into. Hope I'm not boring you too much here. Three. 4. Oh, I lost 3. Really didn't make this. Okay. And then those numbers I'm going to use again over here. Oops, I'm trying to hold shift and select most of them. And then if I go Command D, I duplicate them all. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Command D. Bring it over. Pretty good. 3's got to move a bit. 3 like up here. 4 over a bit more. Yeah. 2. Pretty good. All right, not bad. Okay, so when you view a Newman, the first carbon you see, carbon 3, you're going to draw that as a dot, a filled in dot. So here's carbon 3. I'm going to draw a circle out here. And then I'm gonna change the fill color to black and the outline color to black. So that's my front carbon, carbon 3. I'm gonna make it maybe a little bit smaller. And then the back carbon is a circle, a big circle. So I go like this, but I need to make this circle transparent on the inside, and then I'll make it black as well on the line. So that's my back carbon. If you're a little bit confused right now, don't worry, you're gonna get it. Okay, so there we go. And when Newman's looking at this front carbon, oh, this is annoying. When you have a circle, there we go. You can't move things in the middle. Okay, Newman's gonna have a methyl coming off that carbon 2 because that's carbon, which is carbon 4. So I'm gonna draw that as a line, and I'm gonna make it black, and I'll make it thicker until I like it. I like 3, looks good. Yeah, I want this to look a little better. Let me see. Arrange, align, centers. I didn't change it. That was lame. Let me see. I'm being nitpicky right now. Sorry. Arrange, align, centers. Doesn't change it, huh? Doesn't it look a little off, or is it just me?
Yes, off.
Yeah, it's crooked.
So, yes.
Oh, it's probably because it's crooked. That's the main thing, huh? I have to get it straighter. I think that looks better now. Yeah,
Yeah.
pull up my middle carbon now. There we go. Okay, cool. Now I'll create more of these, and they should be at 120 degrees. So what these represent are the following. This is carbon 4, CH3, we'll put that there. You don't have to put the CH3. You could just leave it as a line because bond line structures, that should be a methyl then. But sometimes it's good to emphasize it. So I'll put this, and maybe I'll make it bold. So this will be the CH3 of carbon 4. Try to make this look nice here. All right. And then, so let me get my number 4 here. Duplicate. And then this guy down here is carbon 3, the one that Newman's like initially looking at. And I like to do fancy arrows to demonstrate, to like label these. I like to use this curve here. And then I'll go like, what do you think? Do you like that? And then I'll change the color. I'm gonna make this red. Should I make it 2? I'll make it 2. Put an arrowhead on it, boom, and then maybe, I'll make that purple as well, like the numbers. So that's carbon 3. So I've got carbon 4 up there, carbon 3, and then the back carbon is the carbon 2. Duplicate this and spin it around. Spin all the way around. I'm confused. There it is, right about like that. Oh no, I didn't spin it 180. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Make it shorter. Oh. So this back carbon is carbon 2. So do you see how Newman's got the carbon 4 sticking up like above his head? Carbon 3 is the dot right in front of him. So we got the 4 and the 3. And then he has hydrogens. I'm going to grab the hydrogens over here. Outside, pointing down and to the left and to the right of him. And so for Newman's perspective, should the red hydrogen be on the left or the right? What do you think? Does anybody have a guess? Yeah, on the left.
Yeah,
So this right one should be blue. Can the others of you see that? So if he's looking at the molecule for his left eye will see the red one, like our left now it should be on the left, and his right eye will see the right one. Does that make sense? I wish his profile was a little more sideways.
Yeah, it's a
would
little
look better.
abstract though.
It's a little abstract, you're right. We got to find a picture of him totally looking sideways. That one's not too bad. There it is. That's what we
No,
want, huh?
uh,
Does that look better? What do you think? Newman. Actually, that's a good one just for I like the angriness of it.
So for this one, we're basically not seeing carbon 1.
We are going to see carbon 1. I haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh, okay.
I think I like that one better. I'll just use this one for that. Shapes, circle. Newman. Let's do flip. Knew I wanted to do that, didn't I? Yeah, that's better, huh? Let me just take this arrow. I'm gonna cut it out and paste it so it's, yeah. What do you think? Do you like it better?
It looks like he's Superman, you know, his like laser eyes.
Yeah. Mm. Okay. So yeah, Newman's going to be staring at that, and he's going to see carbon 4 up above, carbon 3 right in front of him. And now does it look more like, yeah, the red one's going to be on his left and the blue's on the right? And then the back carbon 2 has hydrogens too. It has groups on them too. I'll make their bond a little shorter.
Maybe on top of that one, you could put like POV, point of view. So like they know it's more clear. Like POV from Newman.
I like that. Yeah, I'll do that. Actually, let me move these to. Okay, and then on this carbon 2, where should I put carbon 1? Should I put carbon 1 upper left, upper right, or down, pointing down?
Down.
Pointing down.
Yeah, for this pointing down, opposite of 4, right? Also, if you're in a text box and you have a cursor, it won't let you zoom in and out for some reason. You have to get out of the text box to zoom in. But so if I have a cursor flash and I can't zoom in or out, but if I have the whole text box selected, I can zoom in and out. It's just something weird. All right, so I'll zoom back out. That looks pretty good. So I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I need hydrogens up above. And what does he see on the left? Does he see a red or a blue? And on the right? Maybe I should make
Red
these
on the
different
left.
color. Yeah. Actually, I'll align these two. Arrange, align tops so they're lined up. I think it'll look good if these are aligned too. What? I only picked one. Oh, I was holding capital lock instead of shift. Arrange, align the top. There we go. You know what? It should be blue here, correct? Maybe, do you think I should have 4 colors instead of just 2? Like, should this be like purple and orange? I'll let you
Yeah,
decide.
that
What do you
might
think?
work better.
Okay, let's do it. It's a little bit more work, but we can do it. Let's go purple, or yeah, we'll go like purple here, and then we'll go orange right there. So I'll snip that back out. Come back up. I'm gonna get rid of that, paste this, shrink it. I gotta go arrange, order, send to back. Boom, boom. What do you think? Pretty good? I forget that I had the 2. Or I had the 2 and the 3. Okay, I'll start fixing my numbers now. 3, 4. Go one a little closer. See if I can fix this up just a tad. Write down the bond. Move Newman a little bit. That's pretty good. All right, I like that better. So then this will be, what color should this one be?
Purple.
Purple Murple. Over here is orange. Okay, yeah, that's probably better. All right, so we got that done. So yeah, this is how we view Newmans. Front carbon. Oh, yes. I think actually, I'm gonna move it up here. So I'm gonna have Newman projection method of looking at bonds. Something like that. The first carbon of the closest carbon bond to be viewed of the bond is drawn as a dot. And then make these all a little bit smaller. Oh, come on, select that, please. Okay, the back carbon is drawn as a bigger circle. So that's what we got in the back there. It's just the way the Newman guy came up with it, and that's what everybody else does. Just like it's just one method to try to draw because the back carbon is directly behind the front carbon, and if you drew them the same side, it would be covered up. All right, and then I'll make this look a little nicer. You know, bring them up, kind of bring them up a tad, yeah, and then I can go arrange, distribute vertically. They're about the same. Okay, so let's say this is my Newman I've got here. Also, I'll state that this is staggered. This is a staggered confirmation. So what we're saying is like the methyl, like carbon 4 and the hydrogen orange, they're not like eclipsing each other, they're away from each other. So staggered, we'll talk about, it's lower in energy than if you rotate, say, carbon 4 and it's eclipsing carbon. The hydrogen there, it'd be higher in energy because they'll be closer in electron repulsion. Okay, so now let me show you, oh, I've got a lot of, all right, so now I'll show you how I animate it. So I'll go to, you have to click on animations right here. Well, actually, never mind, not arranged, but transitions right here. Click on that and you'll get this side menu up here. And then I decide how I want to do it. So let's say I'll leave the Newmans. Maybe I'll have these come in first. I'll add. So, and then I'll have that come in and maybe I'll have it just come in from the bottom. And then I'll have this one come, oh, this one come in. Oh, come on, man. It's annoying. Add, and then I'll have it fly in from the left. So it's coming like where my eye saw this and it came and brought me over here. Like I'll show you. So that'll go. When you control the mail, you control information. And then that comes across Newman, right? And then, all right. And then I'll have this appear and maybe have it flying from the bottom. And then Newmans are easy way to make things. And then here's an example. Say I add this, maybe I'll have that flying from the top so they can know what to look for. And then I'm going to add the numbers. 1, and I like, usually for numbers, I like to zoom in, just a style thing. Add that animation, click here, zoom in, 3, 4. Zoom in. That was 3, I know 4. And then I'll say I'm going to view it down this bond. Instead of since it's going to be Newman over there, viewing this butane from carbon 3. Oh. To subscript, I use a command and a comma for Macs. You can figure it out for PC, just Google it. All right, so I got that. And then it's going to be, I'm going to draw it again here. And this time I'll add all the, I'm going to use shift and select all the numbers at once. This way it's just quicker. And then I'll have Newman come in. I'll have him zoom in. I'll put Newman. Let me make that font a little bigger. Okay. And then I'll show his eye here. Okay, so let's see what we got so far. So we got that, boom, Newman projection, our method of looking down bonds. Newman projection allow you to easily make predictions about the energy of different conformations. And then here it is, 2, 3, 4, viewing this butane from C3 to C2. Newman. All right, we're getting there. And then maybe I'll put this bastard. Butane, okay, that bastard. Okay, and then now I'll say the first, the closest carbon of the bond to be viewed is drawn as a dot. There we go. And I'll have this line from the bottom because we'll be looking here. Oh, right, never mind. All right, so we got that, and then I'll say, so this is carbon 3. And I'll have that come in from the top because their eye will be like reading that sentence. So that this should catch that. And then I'll put carbon 3, maybe that zoom in too. Zoom in, okay. And then I'll say, line from the bottom, the back carbon of the bond is drawn as a bigger circle. And then I'll highlight that circle. Oh, you know what? Did I do that already? Oh, I didn't. I forgot to get the dot highlighted. Oh. So the dot, I gotta I select the many things here, and then I'm gonna hold shift and unselect the other ones I don't want. Oh, come on. Oh, this is annoying. I keep getting more, I'm trying to get less. There we go, I just have the dot now. So I'll select that, but now that needs to come right here. I gotta move this up. So I'm moving it up to that position. And I have that flying from the top maybe. Cool. And then it gets the green arrow, yeah. And then this one's flying in the bottom. And then I'm gonna get that guy. And then this guy. Have him zoom in. You know what? This first arrow, was it a fade in? No, this arrow. It was a flying from the top. I think it's just fade in because the other things. Okay, let's see what we're looking at so far. So I've got the Newman's. Dot, number 2, number 3. Number 2. All right, cool. So now after that, I'll start adding on the other stuff. Maybe I'll start at the bottom. Add that, then this. Then I want to select just that purple number 1. There, I got it. And that, and I'll be consistent. I'll zoom in on that. And then I'll draw this guy and this guy in first. Then I'll go purple, orange. Okay, and then I'll do this one, for zoom in, boom, boom, red, blue. What do you think? I didn't do that. This is a staggered cover. The order in which I animate this, it seems like I could do it multiple ways and it'd be fine. That's 2. What do you think? Do you think it's making sense?
When should we present ours or preview ours?
So I'll assign you different molecules. Like this one, I did butane. I'll give like one of you have like pentane, another one can have hexane, whatever.
So
You'll try to create the same sort of thing. Oh yeah, this is a staggered conformation. Add that. But as far as like, does this make sense to you, this Newman projection drawing? Does it make sense to everyone?
yes, sir.
Yes. So basically for ours, we're just gonna do this, but on the version of our chemical that you're gonna give us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Thank
let's
you.
say, for example, here, let's do it here. Let's say Aliana. We got Aliana, we got Santos, James, and Ralph. Okay. So what molecules do you all want? Who wants 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I guess I'll just do them. I'll do a 5. And then we'll view down. No, I'll do 6. Yeah, I'll just 5. Okay, who wants pentane?
I'll try it. Well, pentane, right?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
So you can have pentane, Santos, and let's have you view down. Yeah, that on there.
Okay.
So on yours, Pentos, Pentos, on yours, Santos,
Sir.
I'll just do a really quick outline of it so it help you out with the Google Jamboard. So it'll look something like this. You'll have the dot, the circle, and then for that one, let me double check again. So it's gonna have a methyl down and an ethyl up, yeah. So you'll have a methyl down, ethyl up, and then, but draw these in different colors.
Okay, perfect.
I think that's correct, right? And if you want, you can just draw them like I did, like with bond line structure, ethyl and methyl. You know how the, oh wait, is that right? That's wrong, huh? Did it wrong. It's methyl up, ethyl down, I think, right?
methyl, yes.
No, I had it right, huh?
Yeah, I think you had it right the first time. Yeah,
Did I?
Well, there's a methyl and an the methyl is
That's
up.
right.
Methyl up,
Did I twist it on accident or something? It's weird. That is correct now.
methyl down, ethyl up.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. Okay, so something like that with the colors and all.
Mhm. Yes,
And
sir. And then post on the Jamboard or the Google Slides.
so you're gonna make your own Google slide of this, and then you're gonna share it with me.
Okay.
And the way you share it is you just go to share up here, and then make sure you, when it's restricted here, I'll make it, well, I don't want it while we're on it, but you have to just click on to unrestrict it, and then don't make it make it editor for me too, yeah, and then you copy the link, share it to, you email it to me or submit it. Actually, I have a Canvas assignment, you'll submit it in Canvas.
Okay, Canvas design. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's see who else do we got here. Let's add to this. So let's go with the hexane, and this can give me a couple more because we can do it different. I'll show you. Who'd like hexane? Aliana, sound good?
yes, I'll take it.
Okay, so Aliana, you can have it look down like this bond or maybe that bond. What sounds better?
Yeah, I'll take this one
Okay,
with it.
so
in the back.
Aliana, why don't you try to draw that, what I have there on a Jamboard, just to do it quick. Do you have access to our Jamboard still?
Yes.
Okay, go over there, try to draw it and then paste it over here. And then James, do you want a hexane but from a different angle? I can give you this one,
Sure, yeah.
like that.
I guess, yeah, that should be,
So James, try to draw that on the Jamboard. Do you have access to the Jamboard, James?
no, the links got erased on mine, so.
Okay. Actually, let me go to it. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. Share editor. I know that's copied that. Okay, I'm pasting it in the chat again, James.
Okay, man.
Okay, and then Raphael, let's give you a cool one. I'll give you isopropyl on here. And then I'll make the other side simpler. That's a good one. No. Yeah, I'll do that one.
The arrow on mine again.
What was that?
The arrow on mine, where would it be again? Which carbon?
Oh yeah, sorry. I took it away on accident. How's that?
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, how's that look, Raphael?
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, try to do it in the Jamboard and I'll check it out. And then after this, we can end the meeting. I was thinking we go about an hour, but this stuff always takes longer than you think. Thanks for coming. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Whoa. You know, now that I think about it, instead of having you submit these through Canvas, you could just do it on this Google slide, but then it will be then available to anybody to mess up, but I don't think they would.
It
maybe-
should show the history of who
Yeah.
messed it up. So
What's that?
it should show the history of who messed it up. So I think we're all accountable here.
Well, if you want, you can just use this, like you make a new slide and make your presentation like mine right on there, or you could create a completely new Google slide and share it with me. Okay, so let's see how the pictures are going over here. Oh, if you want, I can like help you out here. So, Aliana, you got this one, so you could screen capture it, bring it over to help you while you're drawing it. And you can start by like numbering it, Aliana. Like you can go, oh, this is carbon 1, 2. Oh, not let me do that. Carbons 1, 2. Just keep going down the line. And then also draw in your wedges and dashes. Yeah. Something like that. Or Raphael, throw numbers on yours. That'll really help.
Okay.
So James, are you on the panel too? Oh no, yeah, there you are, James. Cool. So Aliana, on these, we don't use wedges and dashes.
Okay, thank you. I was wondering about that. So we
Yeah,
just-
it's just
oh,
it's
yeah.
just the format, just straight lines.
Oh yeah, makes sense because it wouldn't. Yeah, I see. I see.
Actually,
Thank you.
In reality, the way we're viewing it, I think they both would be wedged at us a little bit. The two
Okay,
hydrogens.
Thank you.
So, so looking pretty good, Aliana. So Raphael, on yours, you numbered your carbons, which I really like. So which carbon number is the dot?
C3.
C3, cool. So C3 is attached to the blue and the red hydrogens, right?
Yeah.
So you have to actually draw that all the way through. Here, I'm gonna make it a little nicer. So you have to draw it like this, where it actually touches that dot.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Because if you stop on the big circle on the outside, now it looks like it's attached to the C2. So can you draw the red one again?
Yeah, I'll fix them.
I'll erase it for you. There you go. There you go. And then when you label C3, do it the way you were labeling it just now. It was looking like you were talking about the circle in the back. So when you label it, you got to do something like this. Like I do a little fancy arrow to say I'm going all the way in there. That's C3. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not quite right. So
Oh,
C3,
that's right. It's on the other carbon.
yeah,
Yeah.
C3 is the dot.
It's like that.
There you go. Yep.
Okay.
Now label that like a C4, that circle. Okay, Aliana, I like it. You got one. Can you number the 1 and 2 carbons as well on your Newman? And Santos, your carbon 3 has a wedged out hydrogen and a dashed back hydrogen. We can draw them different colors to make them stand out. Let's go H. So you're at H. But you won't have this geometry where you're 4, 5, 2. There's nothing directly down from them. It's got to be angled out like that. And then Aliana
I'm
can
kind
either
of confused
Or-
about if we look back on the example you did earlier.
Uh-huh.
So would you still label it CH3 or carbon 4 CH3 up top when you're already showing your hydrogens at the, oh, never mind. Okay. I just got it. Okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And then Raphael, on your carbon 4, I'm going to erase it and make it a little shorter. It got kind of long. And carbon 4 is connected to 2 more carbons, carbon 5 and that other methyl, like that. So this is carbon 4. And then you can say this is 5. And then if I want, I can label this like A or something. That's the extra one. Do you see that?
Yeah. And then I throw in the hydrogens.
Yeah, it looks good. And we did yours a little different than I did mine. When I had a methyl, I put CH3. Do you remember? But on yours, you just drew a line. Actually, I kind of like the line better, but initially I teach it. I put the CH3 to really emphasize it.
Okay.
And see how we use the bond line structure for this 3 carbon, 4, 5, and A.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's correct. Yeah, I'll snip it out and put
This
it.
is kind of weird to think about.
Oh, you know what'll help with this too? Helps a lot. Is you look at your models a little bit, the molecular models. Do you have your molecular models on you, or are they in your locker?
They're in the locker.
Yeah, and if you want the models kits, you can bring those in your backpack, keep them with you all semester. They don't have to stay in your locker. They're yours just for the semester, you know?
Okay, that would help a lot actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we get back to school next week, you can grab your models and make a model of it and look at it. And let me see before we go.
Dr. Schweitzer, so I have the, let's see, the line, the Newman line, well, projection. I have two hydrogens on the front, and that's carbon-3. Those go in to carbon-3. And then the ones that are projected out, I think I have it, that should be, I think these should be like that. Does that make sense?
One thing's a little off. Carbon-3 only has the green hydrogen, which you have.
Right.
The red hydrogen, which you have, and then the carbons 4 and 5. That's what's connected to 3. This carbon number 1's not connected to 3, but the way you're drawing it, it is. See how it's going a little too far?
Right, okay, yes, that's
So you have to erase that. and have
it's
carbon
eclipse,
1.
or it's, yes, it's in the eclipse.
So can you erase this part of it right here?
Yep.
There we go.
Thank you, sir.
And then you drew the green and the red hydrogens on carbon-3 correctly. Wedged out green is on the left and the red is on the right. So on carbon-2, you chose green and red as well. Can you draw in those wedged and dashed hydrogens with the correct colors on carbon-2 here?
Okay, I can, should we try different colors or the same?
You like whatever you want, either way.
Okay, I'll try the yellow.
On yours, Aliana, it's looking really good, but this one you put a 2 here. That should be carbon-1, huh?
I see. Thank you.
And then as far as putting the CH2, CH2, CH3, I'd say you don't have to put that.
Okay. Thank you. Just label the carbons.
Yeah. I like the numbers though, but not the CH2, CH3 stuff. All right, so you're on your way. So now you can try to create this. This is just, the rough draft with hand drawn. Now you'll try to create it in a Google slide and animate it.
Okay, so the carbon-2 I've added to my.
So you've made them both yellow, which makes it kind of not that interesting.
Okay.
Let me make it for you. I'll do it. I'll go maybe blue and black.
Okay, I'll try blue and black.
James, are you still here? Yeah, James is still here. Are you on a slide, James, trying this out? Okay, so you're definitely gonna have questions when you're going through. When you have questions, just hit me up. We'll get you through it. And each time you do one of these, you'll get better and faster at it. And then once you get like your feet under you, how to make them, get comfortable making them. Then as you make them, and I give you different assignments, you'll like it in the way that you'll become very good at that material. Let's see, is that yours?
And Dr. Spencer, once again, we only meet online.
What's that?
Our meetings are strictly online.
No, I just decided to meet today because it
Okay.
was, I just thought of it today. I'm like, oh, I want to get them going on the honor stuff, but then I didn't want to like have to create something completely online that you would independently do. I thought, oh, if we meet, it's just so much more convenient. I'm glad we met too, because we found out like that downloading Marvin sketch is a pain.
Thanks, sir.
Okay,
And
so
when is this gonna be due?
I don't know. What do you think? By next week? But by Friday next week, or do you want to make it like the Monday of not tomorrow, not this Monday coming up, but the next Monday? What would you like?